Alright guys, I'm back with part 2. If you're interested in how I got this look from mostly BoxyCharm box for December 2018, keep on watching. Hi guys, I'm here. I'm back and I am ready to place this mask. It's a detox activated charcoal mask. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to put it on my face now. It's in the morning time. Just woke up. Well, not too long ago. I wouldn't say just woke up. Let's smell it. Doesn't have a too bad of a smell. It's not really a bad smell at all. It says apply a generous amount, which I will attempt to do that. And it says apply it to damp skin, damp, clean skin. So I did wash my face. I do wash my face with Noxzema sometimes, not every time, but Noxzema is part of my skin regimen in the morning and at night sometimes. It just depends how my skin feels, what I have going on. If I do have a bump or two, I don't break out per se, but if I do have a bump, a couple of bumps or impurities in my skin that I can see, I will use Noxzema. I'm not sure if this is supposed to go on my eyelids. It really didn't say. All right, so I've got, I think, a generous amount on my face, and it says leave it on from 10 to 15 minutes. I will do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. Again, this is the Cosmetics Detox Activated Charcoal Mask. This is the first time I've used a charcoal mask. Okay, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how it leaves my skin. I'm just going to leave it on for 10 minutes, and I'll be right back with you guys in about 10 minutes. Okay guys, I have put this Cosmetics Detox Activated Charcoal Mask on my face. I've washed it off. I left it on for about 15 minutes. Took a shower. This is kind of going to be a get ready with me sort of, because I do have to take my daughter to a birthday party. So they did warn against sun sensitivity. It says please wear sunscreen when using this product as it contains ingredients that may increase your skin sensitivity to the sun. It is cloudy right now. However, I'm not sure if the sun's going to come out later. It's always good to protect your skin. So what I'm going to use is Coola Sport Classic Sunscreen. This is for the face. It says Classic Face. And again, this is Coola brand Sport. Just doesn't like to focus sometimes. And it is the SPF 50. So this is going to act as my primer or moisturizer before I put my, I think I'm going to go ahead and use powder foundation. It just smells good. This is vegan, this Coola sunscreen, and I'll hold it up one more time, is vegan and cruelty free. Vegan and cruelty free. So this is going to act as my primer. I'm not going to put any more primer on my face because there's really no need. This is going to be a buffer between my makeup and my skin. So I'm sure this will help me out just as much as a actual primer would do. This, again, this is what it looks like. Oh, this says white tea, moisturizer, hydratant, organic sun care. And on the box, I don't have it right now. it did say cruelty-free, vegan, and all of that. So if I could just get this to focus, that would be wonderful. What if I take this off? See if it focuses. So again, this is going to act as my, this is SPF. It's going to act as my, also act as my primer. So I will, let me turn this light back on. I will come back. I will probably already have my base on. I don't know if I'm going to already have everything else done because this is part 2, remember, so I want this to be quick. I want to go through all of the items in my BoxyCharm again because a good chunk from part 1 was left out, so I'll be back in a flash. Okay guys, I'm back. Now, I'm going to try to make this quick. This is the Protege palette by Suva Beauty. I'm not sure, I don't think I went over this. It does have a mirror, but these are your colors. Poetic, to your right, I think it would be your right. Structure, aesthetic, tact, balance, and conscience. And I did use some e.l.f. primer, eyelid primer, which I didn't yesterday when I filmed the first video. I did put sunscreen on, like I said. I went on ahead and I'm going to use that as my primer, but I'm going to go in with Conscience as my base, and it's not going to be heavy. I'm going to use the mirror. It does have a nice mirror, so I'm going to use the mirror that's on the palette. I'm going to really try to make this quick because and I do have to, as I mentioned before, I like the way this goes on. I do have to take my daughter. Excuse the no earrings and all of that. I will be doing that later. But I do have to take my daughter to a birthday party today. Keep apologizing for not having the right camera for recording YouTube videos, especially for close-ups. I'm just blending this out to the point where it doesn't look too dark on my eye. And the brush that I'm using, I don't think they have numbers with these brushes, but this is I think they called them Alamar. We got it in a BoxyCharm months ago. Making sure it's even. And so this is what I'm going to use as my base shade. And then I'm going to, if I can remember correctly, I went in with Aesthetic in the outer corner of my eye. Aesthetic in the outer corner of my eye. And I think I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush for the darker colors and then use this e.l.f. blending brush for the lighter color that I use. So let me go in with Aesthetic in the corner. And I'm just going to make an L. And keep in mind, I'm trying to recreate what I did yesterday. So not sure how hard that is going to be for me. I'm just packing it lightly in the corner and then doing I call it a greater than or less than sign here, like a V. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Daughter's looking at cartoons, you might hear that. Nope, I'm recording, don't.
I want my hair to stay like this.
Okay, I'll just brush it. Don't worry about it. Go back in there. Thank you. Seems to be darker on this other side. So let me just even it up here. I don't want anything bold for a birthday party, for goodness sakes. I definitely don't. So I'm going to take my finger, and smooth it out on this side. Just trying to get everything even. So this is what I have so far, you guys. I'm going to take pictures again, and you guys will see this at the end. Now, I'm going to scrap this brush and use this brush. All right, guys, so I started placing. I had to tend to something, so I had to stop. But I placed the structure color, the color called structure, right here. It's got some kickback a little bit, like I told you guys the other day. And I only used, now yesterday I used balance under my eye. I will not be doing that today. Not for a birthday, not for a child's birthday party. Balance was too much it will be too much for a birthday party. I think what I'm going to do is use maybe a black eyeliner under my eyelid. So I'm going to finish this eye look up. I don't know if you guys can see it. I will take pictures. And I am going to put eyeliner under my eye on my waterline and a little bit of mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. I have put the base on my face, which is the Cocoa Powder Foundation. The other day I used the liquid foundation because I felt my face was a little dry. Since I did moisturize my face, used the charcoal mask and moisturize my face with the SPF, I believe that it was better that I could now use my cocoa powder by Too Faced. And just to go over the rest of what was in my box, I am not going to use the Pretty Vulgar today to set my face since I'm using powder foundation. I will, in fact, be using this Bodygraph Heatherberry, in the Heatherberry color. I'm going to line my lips with it. I'm not going to use my lip oil. I am going to line my lips with this. The reason I'm not going to use my lip oil is because there is a Tarte shimmering lip paint that I want to use that came in the box. So let me go ahead and line my lips. And I believe I did this. This pencil is quite harsh. It's dry. It's like a regular pencil that you use when you're drawing with a lead pencil. It's really harsh. The wood rubs up against your lip and it kind of hurts. I left my lips dry because I know that I'll be going in. Now I'm making this line rather thick because it's not, you have to kind of rub it for it to show up and come off onto your lip. So let's now, I've done that. Let's now go in with this Tarte shimmering lip paint, and it's considered a lip gloss. It's cruelty free. I just wish I could see the I'm going to look at the card and see if it has the color. I forgot what the people said the color is supposed to be. Insta Famous. I finally was able to see it. So let me go ahead and try to put some of this on the center, on the inside. You do have to stick this in, and I noticed this the other day. You got to stick this in a couple of times in order to get the lip gloss to come out. I'm sorry, that was my phone. I'm probably going to warm this lipstick up a little bit before I go to the birthday party that my daughter's going to. I don't know if this is right for that, but this is the color Insta Famous, and it's rather light. It's not a lot of glitter. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not a lot of glitter. So let's just wrap this video up. Again, I received the Cosmetics Detox. I used that. I didn't use the Pretty Vulgar, but I did receive this setting powder. Also, we've got the lip gloss and the lip pencil, sorry, in the color Heatherberry there. Am I forgetting something? I do not think. Oh, let's go ahead and put the highlighter on. I am going to use the Protégé palette. I'm not going to use a lot of highlighter. I'll probably use Era this time. My nail got in that, but Era is what I'm going to use. Last time I used the Theory. And Era is more of a goldish. I'm going to go in with the multitask brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to use Era. I do not need a lot, and I might just take some of this off, this highlighter, before I go in to the birthday party, because I don't want to look like I'm going to a club before I go to, go on this side. So I'll probably tone this down a little bit. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that highlight or not. And I'm going to take a photo. And just so you guys can see, I don't know if these two are going to swatch well on my hand, these two highlighters, but I'm going to put them side by side on my hand so you can see the difference. I'm digging into them so you can see it for sure. So this is the Era, the golder color I have on now. And this is the Theory right here that I wore yesterday. Theory, it's more of a pinkish kind of highlight. So that's what I've done. I've used Era today. My lips, I really don't know. Not sure what to say about that. I do have a lighter look today than I did yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and brush my eyebrows. I do use this, it's an e.l.f. brow comb and brush. There's a brush on one end, a comb on another. I do like to go in and brush my brows. Okay, that's the comb side and that hurt. I do not do a lot of brow work for preparation. I just simply comb them or get my brows threaded. And I'd say it's been a couple of weeks since I've had my brows threaded. So yeah, I used mascara as well, and that was the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I am going to rub a little bit of powder on my face, and I am going to use the Fit Me powder, and I'm going to use my new e.l.f. Brush. It is 101. It's an e.l.f. powder brush, a rather large one. Just to kind of set my face a little bit. The highlighter is still showing. Sorry, I had something in my eye there. And so that's everything in my, I do like this brush. I told you guys that last time. Big fluffy brush. It was $12 at Walmart. They have a whole line, precise line, e.l.f. does. This is also, I used this yesterday. I am not going to put anything in the corner of my eye today. I'm not going to do that, but if I did, I'd be using this. This is the e.l.f. 202 Precise brush. So that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this.
Bye, guys.
Bye. BoxyCharm for December 2018. Bye.